done. 32 inch, skip 2, full chisel. I've just done the calibration. Now I've got to do 5 cuts for it to pick a tune. Good old Gen 2. Two of the drivers were through a chain on the 395 the last time I was on it. So I had to grind 2 of the drivers to fit into the rails. going on? What a beast. It's still got its stumble. I don't know what it'd be. When I started it, it popped with the, in the cold start position. With the Gen 2s, you gotta start it in that and let it run, and it does like a baseline tune for, I think it's 90 seconds. Blip the throttle, make it go to idle, and basically start cutting, but I don't like that. It needs to warm up a little bit more than that. I don't like starting it on high idle in the choke position, because it sort of revs straight away. Like, I wouldn't know what it'd be, probably 3,000-4,000 revs, something like that. 90 seconds, blip the throttle. I think you're supposed to switch it off, then start it, then make 5 cuts, and it picks the best tune in the 5 cuts, apparently. I don't believe it does that. I know it does the baseline tune when you leave it in the high idle position or the choke position for 90 seconds. You can leave it a little bit longer than that. You'll see it smokes, blows smoke out the muffler, and then it goes away, then it comes back, then it goes away, then it sort of comes back and then goes away a little bit less, and then you're basically good to go. I've got this all blown up. If you want to watch the journey, there's plenty of videos on it. Turns out the same top end I originally put on it was what was already on it. It didn't have the genuine cylinder or piston. A highway with the name ground out of the cylinder, but there's HW on top of the piston. I still have the original piston and cylinder that was on it. Can't be reused because there's plating missing somewhere. I can't remember where it is, whether it's intake or exhaust. If it's intake, you sort of can run them, but just run them a little bit more oil. But I think the plating's missing above the exhaust port, so that's why she got decommissioned. Then I bought the other one, ported it, thought it was off its head, and then I put the Gen 3 M-Tronic on it with the white solenoid 4201A transistor, which is your coil, and the orange fuel filter. I could never get it to run. If you want to watch, go back and re-watch it. That'll be handy. So now it's back to Gen 2, as I say. It's still got the orange fuel filter in it, I believe, with the orange mesh, the really extra fine. Maybe that's what's giving it the stumble off the trigger. Sort of leans out. Shotgun, double barrel shotgun, so it's got 3 exhaust ports, 2 pieces of pipe out the front, and the original out the side. That's it. It's stock top end Meteor, unground, untouched, just out of the box, straight on. So if I were to port it, I'll just put the old top end back on it. Now it's back to Gen 2. It should run exactly like that one does, but a little bit better. If only, well, I could send off the cylinder to get some material off the base to get the squish up, but it's no decomp at the moment. It's blanked off, and that's probably borderline needing a decomp as it is. 32-inch hard nose. The fibres from the bark get stuck in the rails, so that's why I had to blip it a few times to get the oil to the chain. It's not the best timber, but it's the best to film if I like without using pine. There you have it, 661's back in my hands. That was a good run. It's probably the most I've used it, actually. Apart from the last time when I blew it up, or when the Gen 3 didn't want to work. In the big mess, mate, when it wouldn't idle and it was flooding itself. That's about all I'll do for today. Get your merch. These are comfy shirts, guys. Spread shop. Thanks for watching. Hooroo.